Roronoa Zoro carries a fearsome reputation as a high-impact combatant, known for slicing through steel and taking down massive opponents. Yet, alongside that lethal skill set, he suffers from a comical flaw. He cannot navigate a straight hallway without getting entirely lost. Fans have fixated on two long-running mysteries regarding his character. First, why his left eye remains permanently closed after a 2-year training period. And second, he continues to lean so heavily into his chronic inability to find his way around. As the story approaches its climax, the fandom is dissecting these two traits to predict how the narrative will eventually resolve Zoro's character arc. The community has split into two prediction models. One projects a massive combat power-up, the other focuses on his fatal flaw. This flaw path relies on his personality's internal logic to drive the resolution, rather than a standard action trope. Analytical. Analyzing these two viral theories reveals how a prediction evolves from a generic guess into a logical extension of the character's history. The first viral theory focuses on Zoro's closed left eye. The premise is straightforward. Fans predict that keeping the eye closed is a training handicap. Opening it would act as a valve, unlocking a latent reserve of physical power during a desperate moment. This idea is so prevalent that it spawned a crossover joke, suggesting Zoro is hiding a Sharingan, the destructive eye ability from the Naruto universe. This chart demonstrates standard battle shonen logic. In these narratives, direct physical alterations, like opening a sealed eye, correlate to a sharp vertical spike in a character's combat effectiveness. A sudden power surge satisfies the craving for spectacle, but ignores Zoro's personality, reducing his development to a predictable shift in combat stats. The second theory moves away from combat and sets the stage at the story's endgame location, the Holy Land of Marriage Wise. According to this model, during the final invasion, Zoro gets separated from his crew and wanders aimlessly deep into the enemy castle. This prediction relies on a historical precedent established much earlier in the story, during the Arling Park arc. In that arc, Zoro wandered into the enemy leader's base and casually sat down on the boss's personal throne to rest. This sequence established a behavioral rule for Zoro. When he is lost in tired and hostile territory, his instinct is to find a comfortable seat, regardless of who it belongs to. Strong theories avoid inventing new magical rules. They rely on established character behaviors and project them into higher-stakes environments. Applying that Arling Park behavior to the endgame scenario at Marriage Wise creates a much more significant outcome. As the final battle rages, Zoro navigates his way past the guards and wanders into the most restricted secret chamber of the castle. This chamber houses the empty throne. In the lore of the world, this chair is the ultimate seat of global authority, maintained under the agreement that no single person is ever supposed to occupy it. Completely oblivious to the political significance of the chair, Zoro decides the throne looks like a good spot for a nap and sits down. This action triggers a massive consequence. By occupying the empty throne, Zoro accidentally claims the title of King of the World, sending the global hierarchy into an alert state. This accidental global domination is the result of a tragic lack of spatial awareness and a simple desire to rest his legs. Combat strength and tactical planning have nothing to do with it. Memorable payoffs move past the standard combat upgrade. They find their weight by scaling a character's defining comedy until it dictates the global power balance.